Good day, Crime Talk aficionados. As promised, I told you that we received the disc and the discovery that the district attorney has released to date. We are releasing the videos that show Crystal Lee Kenny walking the police around the Frazee property, as well as in the Barrett property as well, explaining what she did. Now, I know these have been out. I think they were even on 60 Minutes, but they didn't show you the whole thing. You can take a look at them, though, because that's what we do. We will let you take a look at them, and you can see them in their entirety, and you can judge Crystal Lee Kenny's credibility. Remember, she's the same woman that said she was going to kill bears on at least 3 occasions, but that she chickened out. She also wound up disposing and burning the body of Kelsey Barrett and disposing of further evidence related to this particular case. But you can't make the decision, you can't be fully informed unless you see the actual video in its entirety. And once again, you can go to scottreisch.com and you can see all of the PDFs and photographs that the district attorney has turned over. I think some of their timelines as well. I hope you enjoy.
Okay, today is December 21st, 2018. It's about 8:30 p.m. or a.m. and we're up at Patrick Frazee's property. So, Crystal, can you again kind of just describe to us right now first the container? If you can describe the container that we talked about yesterday again.
The container was a black plastic tote that was about this tall and about that wide.
Okay. And you mentioned that there was some clips on it or some strapping or something?
Some metal clips on the side to hold it closed.
Okay.
Can I ask?
Go ahead.
Did it have a lid?
The lid, yeah, the clip held the lid on.
Okay. Was it a hinged lid or a loose lid after you took the clips off?
I believe it was a hinged lid.
Okay. And what color was it?
Black.
Black.
And Crystal, just so you know, this is Steve DeFrance. He's with the FBI Emergency Response Team. Okay. So he's going to be doing the processing up here. And then as far as the container, the tub, if you will, that tote container was put in, can you describe that again? The burn type.
Where the burn occurred, where the tote was put.
Yeah, where it was put into, that aluminum.
It was an aluminum water trough, round, no bottom on it. Probably, so from me to the gentleman with the hat, big, and then same, it was round, but the diameter was probably from me down.
It had no bottom on it?
There was no bottom.
And
the bottom was rusted out.
And where exactly did Patrick get that?
I believe he got it from up.
What is up there that you remember just off the top of your head?
Kind of just extra stuff, boards, just a catch-all for unneeded supplies.
And correct me if I'm wrong, did you mention there was a shed that he went into to get that stuff?
No.
Or am I missing, if I'm just forgetting things wrong?
No shed.
Okay, all right. So, with that said, when you came up, where did you park the Jetta?
Initially I parked it where those trucks are.
Okay, so can you...
So, I'm going to tell you start to finish when I first got here.
Okay.
I parked the Jetta right there.
And when you say right there, you're pointing
by the
toward
truck.
Which truck?
The Ford, the middle Ford.
Okay, the one between the two, between the car and that bigger truck?
Yes.
Okay.
I parked it right there. I got out. I spoke with him. We talked for probably an hour and a half. He needed to do his chores. He went in and got his little girl. I carried his little girl around while he finished his chores. It started to snow, so I sat in the I didn't get a spot.
Oh, okay.
Sat in the Passat with the little girl because it was snowing. From there, I told him I have to leave. He gave me Kelsey's phone and gave me instructions on what to do with the phone. Do you need me to go through all of that again, or can I just tell you what I was doing with the vehicles and the process?
I think we have an agreement with your attorney that we can't get into a lot of that stuff at this point. We're going to go back and talk again so that we can get into that later.
Okay.
Okay?
From there, I drove the Passat down to Woodland Park. I drove the Passat back, parked it at the Conoco. He met me at the Conoco. From there, I got in the truck with him.
Okay.
When we got back, we parked the truck up on top of the hill. I took his truck back to the Conoco and got the Passat, brought the Passat back to here, and I parked it at the top of the hill.
All right. So can you tell us now, can you walk us to where you parked and what you did after you parked?
Right here.
Right where?
Right here.
Okay. I'm sorry?
In front of the dog kennel.
Okay.
And then,
I'll just get next to her and let her describe it so we can pick all this up.
this is where the aluminum top was, and this is where the burn occurred.
Okay, so real quickly, were you able to tell by looking at this now, as you can see there's a discoloration in the dirt, was this the same way it was when you were up here, if you remember? Is this the same looking dirt here, or?
Prior to the burn, no, the dirt was this color.
The dirt was the red color?
Yes.
Okay. And about where was the trough?
Right here in the middle, like right here.
All right. And as you look around here, do you recognize anything that's different, or that is how this is appearance that you remember back when you were up here? Does that make sense?
Have there been any changes
Yeah,
to
do you notice anything that's different?
Besides the truck being parked here, and the blue truck being parked right there, the blue truck wasn't parked right there.
Okay.
Other than that, no, I don't.
Okay. Is there anything here that resembles the container, the tote, if you will, that you've described?
Those black totes that are sitting up there.
Okay. And tell me what, as far as those containers are concerned, how similar are those to the ones that you saw Patrick take off from the barn?
After I've seen those, I believe that they're identical. I thought that maybe the clamps were on the side. earlier, but I'm positive that the totes are identical to that one.
Okay.
Do you know what's in those?
I do not know what's in those.
Were those there when you were here?
I believe so.
Okay. And that metal setup was
Yeah.
there as well?
Yes.
Okay. Where is it now, if you can direct us to where Patrick got the trough?
I don't know where he got the trough from.
Where were you? Was it here?
The trough was here on his property. I was down at the bottom of the hill looking at the horses.
Okay. And where was Patrick's truck parked?
Which truck?
The truck that you guys went to the barn and came back with the tote.
After the tote came back, it was parked right here.
Okay.
And then I took it and went and got that car. So it was parked at the Conoco.
No, I'm a little confused. I'm sorry.
We brought the tote here.
Okay.
We unloaded the tote.
Okay.
I got in his truck. I drove his truck back to the Conoco.
All right.
And got in the Passat.
Okay.
I left his truck at the Conoco.
All right.
I brought the Passat up here.
Okay.
I removed belongings from the trunk and put them into the burn.
Was the fire going at the time?
Yes.
Were you present when he started the fire?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
And can I, the truck that you're referring to, which truck is that?
The red Toyota.
So, I'm old, remember that. I forget. Did you say that there was something back up there? Up towards past here?
There was some wood.
Okay.
There.
Can you show us where the wood was?
This has all been cleaned up better since I was here.
Okay.
There was a pile of wood and kind of rubble here.
When you say wood and rubble, can you describe to me what wood would be?
Pallets and logs.
Okay. And rubble?
Just what appeared to be maybe scrap metal. T-post fencing.
Okay.
It wasn't organized like this.
What's T-post fencing?
T-post.
Oh, got it. What did you, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe yesterday you said that you also collected wood and put into the burn pit?
Yes, I did.
Where did you collect the wood from?
Here.
I'm sorry?
From
Sorry, the dogs are barking. Okay. And what type of wood was it? Do you remember?
2x4.
Okay, got it. The anything else up here that you recall, or did you go anywhere else, or did you see Patrick go anywhere else? What about the accelerant? Do you know what that? Obviously,
It was gas.
Okay.
And then he also threw in motor oil.
Are you able to show us where he got those from?
I can't show you where he got those from.
Okay.
He had them sitting out here.
And can you show us where those were sitting out?
Yes. They were sitting right here, next to the trailer.
Okay, and is there anything here that looks like the containers that anything was in?
That gas can may have been used. I don't remember exactly what the gas can looked like that he was using.
Okay. What about the oil?
The oil was just in a quart oil jug.
Did it have any markings or writings on it?
Not that I saw.
We're talking about kind of the rectangular with the spout on the side, kind of typical
Yes, sir.
Ford oil. Okay.
That was all sitting here. How many gas tanks were there?
I only saw one
Okay.
that he was using. I didn't notice if there were more.
What color was it?
I believe it was red.
Now, that obviously is white and red. Was it?
White and red. I
Do you remember?
don't.
Okay.
I just remember it was a gas can.
All right. And is that, in your opinion, is that about the size, or do you know?
I believe that's about the size.
Do you know if he has a lot of those?
I don't know.
Okay. And anything else you can recall about where you went or anything? You had mentioned that there was a corrugated, a metal roof type thing put over top of the flame.
Like tin corrugated roof that was put over top of the trough.
Okay. And where did that come from?
I don't know where he got it. I'm imagining he got it from the pile of stuff back up the hill.
And
I didn't see him bring it down.
okay. Did you see him put it on there?
I did see him put it on there.
And where were you when you saw him put that on?
I was I had just pulled up in the car and was standing back here.
Okay, where'd you park the car?
I parked the car right there, and
By
I
the
walked
tin?
up to here, and he was putting the tin on top.
Okay, and when you say you were by here, where were you? Where was the car? Okay. You had also mentioned that at one point Patrick's mom came out and stood on the deck. Looking over towards the house, can you tell me where you saw his mom?
I could just see her step out between the two trees.
Okay.
Here, so there's the wire dog kennel.
All right.
If you just go right straight past that, the edge of the wire dog kennel, she came out to about there and then turned and went back in the house.
So to identify the deck that you're talking about, is there any?
Front deck.
Okay, and is there anything on there that you can identify now that would replicate or tell us, not replicate, but identify the front deck? Do you see anything on there? Is it the one with the umbrella?
Yes.
All right.
Thanks.
All right, sure.
Can I ask a couple of follow-up questions? So the trough, from what you described, sounded roughly 5 or 6 feet in diameter. Pretty big. You like this big around?
Yeah.
Well, how about
Okay.
we do this? Is there anything on the property that you can see right now that is the size?
It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that trough. And I believe that's a 50-gallon trough. Would you? I want to say it was a 100-gallon trough, but I don't want to be incorrect because I'm not sure. But it was bigger than that round trough, but similar height, similar aluminum, but bigger.
Kind of straight walled like that?
Yes.
Okay. And then the tin that he put on top, how big of sheets were those? Did they cover the whole thing?
He had about 4 different, maybe 3 different sections of it, but they were long but not very wide.
Okay. And can you describe what they look like? Did they have a color to them?
They were
green. Okay.
Similar to the green on the house?
There's some things up here that she should
Can
probably
we
look
walk
at.
up and look at a couple things up there?
So you see anything around that would be consistent?
It looks like beef.
Okay. About that width?
No wider than that.
A little wider than that?
Yeah.
Anything else you can think of that we should probably look at why we have you here?
I don't think that there's anything else.
Okay. All right.
Can you describe what else went into the fire?
Pallets went into the fire. The materials from her home.
And those were in what?
Garbage bags.
Okay.
Everything was in garbage bags.
Like black garbage bags, white garbage bags?
2 white garbage bags and I believe 4 black garbage bags. The gasoline, the motor oil. There were a couple of buckets. He poured gasoline in the bucket and pitched it into the fire.
Bucket, like a clean bucket?
A white, like, maybe there used to be like an old mineral bucket for like, or like a seed bucket, you know, just a little white bucket. I don't recall anything else that went in.
Okay. And the whole bin, that black bin went in?
The whole tote went in.
Did you see what any of this looked like after the burn?
No, I was not present. I left.
Is there anything with shingles?
I don't believe so.
Okay, it was just going to be the tin roofing that was put on there?
I believe that was all.
Anything else?
Not that I can remember at this time.
All right.
So he just used scrap wood, he didn't use any firewood?
There were some, yes, there was firewood too, probably.
Like the stuff in front, behind the house?
I'm not, yeah, probably similar to chalkwood.
Okay.
What did he use to start the fire?
Gasoline.
I know, but I mean, what was was it a match? Was it a book of matches, a flare, a lighter, or what?
A match.
Do you know where he got that from?
I
Did
don't.
you see? Okay. Got it. Okay. Do you guys have any other things for the process?
Just about the bottom of the tote, or the bottom of the trough. How do you know there was no bottom on it?
He told me that it was rusted out.
Okay. But you couldn't look in it and see dirt through the bottom. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to go ahead and shut the camera off now, and we're going to go back to the car. Anybody have any questions? Yes, ma'am. We're going to step away, so... Just go back on that. Okay, Krista, you had a time to talk to your attorney, so can you explain to me what you wanted to clarify about what was thrown in to the fire by you?
So the things that were thrown into the fire by me were the belongings from Kelsey's house, the curtains, the pillows, the stuffed animals, the cleaning supplies, the towels, everything that I said on record prior to everything that I took from her house.
Okay.
I also threw in all the clothing that I was wearing, plus a pair of shoes that I had been wearing. And I believe that that's all that I had with me that I threw into the fire.
So what kind of shoes were you wearing?
They were black tennis shoes.
You know the brand?
Feelers.
And the clothing that you were wearing, can you just describe the clothing?
So I had on a white bunny suit or white jumpsuit. Underneath the jumpsuit, I had a sweater and a pair of pants.
Okay, what was the color of the sweater?
Gray.
And
Pants were black.
And did the pants, were they a particular brand of pants?
No, they were just leggings.
Any writing on the sweater?
Shoes. No. It was just a gray hoodie.
Socks, underwear, bra?
All of that I kept on.
Okay. Any kind of hair netting?
Cover for my hair and shoe coverings also.
Okay.
And gloves.
And just to clarify, the Kelsey's purse and contents, you said that you had taken those out and threw those in?
No, those went to Idaho.
Those went to Idaho with you?
The purse and its contents and the phone went to Idaho.
Okay. And those were burned where?
At my property.
Okay.
And those are the items that you threw in your clothing. Did he throw any additional clothing or other items in there other than...
Not that I was aware of, but not that I observed.
You mentioned toys. What kind of toys?
There were stuffed animals. There were...
Do you remember anything specific about the toys? Something that, if it survived the fire, would be identifiable?
I honestly don't recall which. I know that there were quite a few things. There were some like little building block things. There were some two big stuffed animals that were like a white horse, and I don't remember what the other one was. I think that's all that I can remember for certain.
The stuffed animals, can you say the size? Can you show us the size that they were?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were big stuffed animals.
What kind of stuffed animals? What were they? Type of animal?
Well, I can remember that the one was a horse.
Okay.
And I don't remember what the other one was.
All right. The building blocks, what were they made of?
Wood.
Okay. And did you say yesterday that there were some books as well?
Yes,
okay.
They were in her belongings.
In whose belongings?
Kelsey's.
And where were those?
They got put in the burn too.
Okay. Any particular? Do you remember what the books were? By just.
One of them was her. I would imagine it was a Bible, and I don't know what the other one was.
Okay. Was whose Bible?
It was in Kelsey's house, so I would imagine it was hers.
Did you take the Bible?
From her house.
Okay, and where did you take the Bible from?
The windowsill.
Where?
By the, on the right-hand side of the windowsill by the picture.
Which windowsill, though?
The front windowsill.
The one by the fireplace?
South side.
Okay, and can you describe and show me what the size of that Bible was? So that's, okay.
I don't know for sure it was a Bible. I don't.
Okay.
It may have been a book of, I know it was a religious book. I don't know that it was a Bible.
And that was on the windowsill?
Yes, sir.
All right. You also had mentioned that you found cookie cutters, or you took cookie cutters?
Yes.
What material were those made of?
Plastic.
Okay. Anything else large, or any other items that you can remember that you took that may have survived the fire? Or that you took out of there? Okay.
Metal.
I don't know what was in those Hobby Lobby bags that were on the table. I didn't look through that, so I don't know what would have been in those bags. But they were blood splattered.
Were they heavy?
I don't recall them being heavy.
The cleaning supplies. What cleaning supplies did you bring and burn?
I brought the cleaning supplies I brought to here.
Right.
Bleach and Windex, and then cleaning rags from her place.
The bleach. What type of container? How many were there? How many bleach containers were there?
One bleach jug and a bottle that I put bleach and water in, a spray bottle.
Okay. The bleach bottle, did it have any markings on it? Any brand name?
I don't remember if it had a brand name on it.
And is that the bleach? And where did you get that bleach bottle from?
My house.
Okay.
Do you remember the color or the brand of the motor oil?
It was just in a black motor oil. I don't remember the brand or any
The
writing.
black container. Black bottle.
Anything else? Okay. Did you want to talk? Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead and turn the camera off now, and it is 9 a.m. Yeah. 20 seconds before you start talking. Yeah. It's rolling. Give it like 10, 15 more seconds. Just to make sure. Otherwise it won't pick up the sound. Hey Kevin, is Eric coming?
No, he's right over here, sorry.
No, I
So, okay, it's 11:15, again on the 21st of December 2018. We're inside Kelsey's apartment with Crystal. Her attorney's with us. So, tell me, when you came in, what did you see?
When I first walked in, I saw blood all over the floor. I saw blood up the wall. Saw blood on this wall. And that's what I first saw.
All right, can you tell me what the position, where the couch was, and where the coffee table was?
The couch was right here by the door,
Okay.
and the coffee table was lengthwise about 2 feet from the fireplace.
And when you say 2 feet from the fire, was it in front of it? Was it to the side?
To the side of it.
Okay. And then what else was in here? I know it's kind of torn up right now, but...
There were 2 chairs right there with a TV on top of it.
All right.
There was a bunch of baby toys around the front.
Okay.
There were some blankets on the couch and some pillows.
Okay. Hey, just so you know, the camera's rolling, we're recording this, so...
Okay.
About that.
You want me to do this too?
I think we're okay with the photos right now. I just wanted to point out a few things.
Gotcha.
In a minute. So, again, if you started the door open, can you go ahead and tell me where the TV was?
There was the wall.
All right. And when you said that, where did you start putting on all the stuff you brought?
Right here at the door.
Okay, what did you do with your bag?
I set it right here.
Okay. And you put your stuff on. And what did you start cleaning up first?
I started picking up things that were blood splattered that I would have a hard time getting blood out of.
Okay. Can you specifically show us, in the interview you told us that you had left blood spots. Can you show me where you left those? And then I'd like Eric to go ahead and take a photograph of those areas. Okay.
There?
All right.
Right there.
All right, so can you go ahead and point to the first one and just let Eric will tell you where to, when he's ready to take the
I don't see
picture.
it now, but it was maybe right there. I know it was down low and then I went up high. Maybe back at this. I'm pretty sure those are the 2 spots.
Did you leave blood anywhere else that you
Yeah.
didn't clean up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
baby gate. And I put it back here, but I don't see it.
Okay. Okay, so they took the baby gate.
Okay.
Is this where you put it?
I put it back here, yes.
All right. Did you touch or manipulate anything in here while you were in here?
Yeah, I put laundry detergent in the washing machine and towels in there. I had been instructed to try to wash things,
Okay.
and I didn't do that.
You said a towel?
There might have been a couple of towels that I put inside the washing machine, but they were just towels from dirty laundry. They didn't have anything on them that I was aware of.
Do you remember what color they were?
Red.
Okay. And do you remember where you got the detergent from?
I believe it was sitting with the washing machine.
You do. Okay. And just looking in there now. Do you want to see?
Oh, maybe it wasn't, because
Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember where it
All right.
from.
Okay.
But it came from here.
All right. So moving into the bathroom here, can you tell me what you saw in here and what you cleaned up?
I didn't see anything. I was specifically told to clean the bathroom.
Okay.
But I didn't see anything. There might have been blood. There was a lot of blood. So
Right.
they're on the floor, all over the floor. And there may have been bloody footprints in here, but I don't specifically remember.
Okay.
I wiped the sink down. I wiped the toilet, the top of the toilet. I turned on the shower just in case there was stuff in the bottom. I didn't see anything in the bottom of the shower.
All right. So if I understand you correctly, you saw blood on the floor or no? In the bathroom, do you remember?
I don't remember.
All right. Okay. So coming out, can you show me or tell me where you got additional trash bags from?
Right there.
Okay, that's the hefty. Okay. Anything else in here that you grabbed?
There was a white bucket, like a white cleaning bucket.
Okay.
But I don't see it in there anymore.
All right. Do you recognize any of this stuff?
Yes.
And what are you pointing to?
See the chest? The back of it was facing this way.
Okay.
It's all blood spattered on the back.
Okay.
This was the TV that was sitting up there.
All right. And did you say, correct me if I'm wrong, did you say that you cleaned off some of the appliances?
I did. I wiped there was blood on the front of the dishwasher. There was blood on the front of the stove. There was, that cinnamon roll pan had blood on the tinfoil on top of it.
So let me go back. There was tinfoil on top of it?
On top of the cinnamon roll pan, and it was sitting right there.
And what did you do with the tinfoil?
I put it in the rest of the stuff.
Okay.
There was blood on top of the coffee maker. There was blood. In fact, I had to climb up. There was a blood spatter up high.
How'd you climb up?
I just climbed up right here on the counter. If you take down that stuff,
Yeah.
if you look in that stuff, I didn't go through it. There may be stuff up in that. There was blood spatter on the side of here and on the front of the cabinet.
So when you say blood spatter on there, can you go ahead and point to the areas
Here, down this.
Okay, hold on, let me get a picture of it. Go ahead, put your finger.
Has somebody went through all that now? Because there may be blood in there. I didn't look at it.
All right. Is there blood anywhere else?
I noticed some on some of these appliances, and so I wiped it and pitched it in the sink.
Right.
So anything that was in the sink, I don't know, I don't remember exactly,
Okay.
but I had put it in the sink.
So if we were to use that piece of wood trim there, can you use that piece of wood and point to where that blood is that you cleaned up?
It's got nails sticking out, so be careful on the back.
Just hold it there for a sec. Okay. Can you tell me where the Bible was, or the religious book that you said had? Okay. He's going to get a picture of that so you can.
Did you lift the blinds and look at the glass? Because there may be blood back there too.
Okay. So let me ask you something. Do you see the curtain rod?
Yes.
Is that the condition it was in? Do you remember?
No, it was not.
Tell me what you know.
It was straight, but to get the curtains off, I had to climb up and undo, and it was straight. And after I got done with it, it wasn't straight anymore.
Okay. Can you also, I'm going to try to find something different. Just stand there for a minute. And if I understand you correctly, you did not use any of Kelsey's supplies other than some of the clean stuff, the racks, or the towels and what? Okay. So with this broom, can you point to the area where you saw and cleaned blood up on the wall? And just hold it there so we get a picture of that. Okay. Anywhere else?
It was, the spray was from here all the way. I had to clean up underneath here, and it was all down here. And I know that I didn't get there. I don't know that I got some of this underneath here because I didn't move the chairs to get it.
Okay. All right, so then upstairs, can you take us upstairs and show us where the blood that you saw up there? Watch your feet.
You want me just to use that?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably be in the way, so I want you to
There
go
were
ahead and
just bloody footprints all up the stairs. And
Can you squeeze in front of me?
No, you're good. There we go. Got it.
anywhere else in here?
not that I saw.
Did you go on the other side of the bed?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. So you're talking about that pumpkin thing you read me?
Yeah, and any of the, I didn't clean any of this stuff, this decorative, and there was blood spatter clear up on here and on the blind.
So can you tell me the condition of the blinds when you were here, the drapes?
They were open and hanging and blood spatter.
Okay, so when you say open, how far open were they?
They were all the way, there was able to have blood spatter from here all the way across
Okay.
to here.
So when you're talking blood spatter, I mean, how much are you talking about?
There wasn't much here. It was just spots
Okay.
that I was able just to wipe.
All right.
It
And,
just had blood all over it too.
and you're pointing to the
rocking
rocking chair? All right.
It just had blood on it.
Okay.
There was blood on the front of that picture.
Do you remember the fireplace and where about on the fireplace, if, because I think you said in the interview there was some blood.
On the rough out, but
Watch yourself.
I don't see it now, but I just remember just leaving it alone because
Okay.
of the rough that was.
What vents did you clean?
That was.
That vent right there. And can you point, if you remember, where the tooth was?
Use the broom.
Around the tooth, what was there, if anything?
Blood.
All right. Is there anything else that you remember?
I moved the couch. I wiped the couch off. There was blood behind the couch down the wall. There was a stand, some sort of stand right there by the couch, and the lamp and that basket were on it. I worked from that side all the way around, did the upstairs, and then I did the bathroom and the kitchen and mopped the floors, and then out.
All right. So you had also talked, excuse me, about cookie cutters.
They were in that cabinet.
They were in the cabinet?
They were in the cabinet. He specifically told me to get those out and clean them.
All right. And do you know how many there were?
It was a baggie.
It was a baggie. Did you see anything on the baggie?
I didn't.
Okay. All right. So if I understand correctly, you kind of were in this area first in the living room, and then from the living room you went upstairs, and then you came back downstairs, went into the bathroom, and then came in and cleaned the floor and then left. Okay. All right. And did you point out to where the baby gate was when you saw it? When you came in?
It was right here, leaning against the wall.
All right.
And there was blood. There was blood on the wall here. There was blood on the wall here. And there was blood right here.
Okay. Was there any blood on the TV, do you remember?
Yeah, there was blood on the TV.
Okay.
There was blood on the chairs. There was blood on this chair. There was blood on the table. There was blood on the Hobby Lobby bag that was sitting there.
Okay. All right. Good to go. Anything else that you remember or want to talk about in this area, here in her place?
Not that I remember right now, but if I do remember something,
Okay.
You might flip that couch up because I didn't do anything with the bottom of the couch. So if there's anything underneath there may be.
Okay. All right. For processing
There
here
was blood on that.
on
The paper shredder.
Okay.
And that vase, but I cleaned the vase.
Okay. All right. Ms. Nielsen, you have anything? Okay. We're going to go ahead and shut the video off and leave. It's now 11:30.
Can I have 1 second though?
Yeah.